All right, so we're diving into AI crypto coins today. And yeah, this stuff is really getting a lot of attention lately, a lot of buzz.
Yeah, definitely a lot of hype around AI crypto.
Exactly. So we've got some sources here that you sent our way, some articles, some predictions looking ahead to 2025. And well, one of them even goes as far as to say AI and crypto are merging to create the future of finance.
Wow.
Right. It's a bold statement. So is it just hype? Or is there something real here? That's what we're going to try to figure out today.
Yeah, good question. I'm excited to dig in and see.
Yeah, me too. So let's start with the basics. I guess, why is everyone so excited about this combo of AI and blockchain?
Well, I think it really comes down to the fact that these two technologies have the potential to amplify each other, you know?
Yeah.
Like separately, they're already pretty revolutionary, but together they can unlock possibilities we could only dream of before.
Okay, so give me an example. What kind of possibilities are we talking about?
Well, one of the big ones that the source mentions is automated trading, right? Like imagine AI-driven bots making trades way faster and hopefully smarter than any human could.
Okay, so that's like taking the emotion out of investing, which a lot of people say is a good thing, right?
Exactly. And it could potentially lead to better returns for everyone, but it goes way beyond just trading. The source also talks about using blockchain to share the huge data sets needed to train really powerful AI models.
Ah, the data problem, right? I've heard that AI needs tons of data to learn effectively, but getting access to that data can be a challenge.
Yeah, and not just getting access, but making sure the data is secure and trustworthy. That's where blockchain comes in. It can create a transparent and tamper-proof record of where the data came from and how it's being used that can really help build trust, which is essential for widespread adoption of AI.
Okay, I'm starting to see the connections here, but what really caught my eye in the source? It was the mention of Web3 AI assistants. That sounds straight out of science fiction.
It does, doesn't it? But I think it's closer than we realize. Think about it. With Web3, we're moving towards a more decentralized internet, where users have more control over their data and their online experience. These AI assistants could help us navigate that world, doing things like managing our decentralized finances, finding information in a sea of data, protecting our privacy. It's like having a personalized AI guide to the new internet.
Okay, that is pretty cool. So we're not just talking about AI making stock trades faster. We're talking about a whole new way of interacting with the internet and with the world around us.
Exactly, and it's all powered by the synergy between AI and blockchain.
Okay, I'm starting to see how this is more than just hype. There are real use cases emerging that could have a major impact on our lives. But your source also dives into some specific AI crypto coins that are predicted to be big players in 2025. Ready to break those down?
Absolutely. Let's start with one that always grabbed attention. SingularityNET, or AGIX as it's known in the crypto world.
SingularityNET. That name definitely sounds futuristic. What is it all about?
Well, it's all about creating a decentralized marketplace for AI, almost like an app store where anyone can access and use powerful AI algorithms.
So instead of AI development being controlled by a few big tech companies, it's open to everyone.
Exactly. The idea is to democratize access to AI, making it available to individuals, small businesses, researchers, everyone. And what makes SingularityNET even more ambitious is that it's being led by Dr. Ben Goertzel.
Okay, the name rings a bell. Refresh my memory. Who is he again?
He's like a rock star in the AI world. He's been pushing the boundaries of AI research for decades, and he's a big proponent of what's called artificial general intelligence, or AGI.
Oh, right, AGI. That's the idea of AI that can learn and reason just like a human, right? Isn't that a little unsettling? And what happens if we create something smarter than us and it's running on a decentralized network that we can't control?
It's definitely a question that sparks a lot of debate. But imagine if AGI wasn't controlled by a single corporation or government, but by a network that everyone could access and benefit from. That's the potential of SingularityNET. It's about democratizing the most powerful technology we've ever created.
Okay, I see the appeal, but it definitely raises some big questions about the future.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next coin on the list before we get too lost in the philosophical weeds. What else do we have?
Next up is Fetch.ai. The ticker symbol is FET, and this one is all about real-world applications of AI, specifically through the use of autonomous AI agents.
Fetch.ai.
Oh.
Okay, that name makes me think of like robot dogs fetching things for me. What kind of agents are we talking about here?
Not quite robot dogs, but the idea is similar. These AI agents are software programs that can make decisions and take actions without human intervention. Think about things like self-driving cars, negotiating traffic, or AI bots optimizing complex supply chains. That's the world Fetch.ai is building towards.
So it's less about cute robots and more about creating systems that can manage themselves and make things more efficient. Honestly, I'd be happy if it could just figure out my commute.
Exactly. And because Fetch.ai runs on a decentralized blockchain, these AI agents can interact and collaborate with each other, creating a truly intelligent and interconnected ecosystem. Imagine a city where traffic flows smoothly, deliveries are perfectly timed, and resources are allocated with incredible efficiency, all thanks to these AI agents working behind the scenes.
Okay, Fetch.ai is starting to sound less like science fiction and more like something we might actually see in our lifetimes. But let's keep exploring these coins. What's next on the list?
Next up, we have Ocean Protocol. The ticker symbol is Ocean, and this one tackles a critical issue: the data that fuels AI.
Data. Okay, that might not sound as exciting as robots, but I'm sure you're going to tell me why it's important.
You're right. Data might not sound glamorous, but it's absolutely essential for AI to learn and improve. The more high-quality data an AI has access to, the better it can perform. But access to that data is often limited, and concerns about privacy and control make it difficult to share. That's where Ocean Protocol comes in.
So Ocean Protocol is trying to solve the data problem for AI. How does it work?
It creates a decentralized data marketplace where anyone can securely share and access data. Think of it like a vast, secure library for AI powered by blockchain technology. This allows data providers to monetize their valuable data sets while giving AI developers easy access to the fuel they need to build truly powerful AI models.
This is reminding me of our earlier discussion about decentralized AI models.
Aha.
This sounds like a crucial piece of the puzzle. It's not just about the AI itself. It's about creating a system where the data that feeds AI is accessible and secure.
Precisely. Ocean Protocol addresses concerns about data ownership, privacy, and control while making it possible to build AI models that are trained on a far wider range of data than ever before. That's a game changer for the entire field of AI.
I can see that. But I'm starting to wonder if you need tons of data and processing power to train AI. How can everyday people get involved? It sounds like it would take a whole server farm just to get started.
That's a great question, and it leads perfectly into the next project. Render Network with the ticker symbol RNDR. This one tackles the computational demands of AI head-on.
Render network. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not immediately picturing what that means. Give me the rundown.
So AI, especially the kind that involves deep learning, requires massive amounts of processing power. We're talking way more than your average computer can handle. It's like trying to run the latest video game on a decade-old laptop. It just won't work. To train these powerful AI models, you need specialized hardware called GPUs, or graphics processing units.
GPUs. Those are the things that make video games look amazing, right? So AI needs the same kind of power to run.
Exactly. But those high-end GPUs are expensive, and not everyone has access to them. That's where Render Network comes in. They've created a decentralized network that allows anyone with a GPU to contribute their spare processing power and earn RNDR tokens in return.
So it's like a giant shared supercomputer that anyone can contribute to. That's pretty cool.
It is, and it makes high-performance computing for AI accessible to anyone regardless of their budget. This is huge for democratizing AI development and making it possible for individuals and small teams to compete with the big players.
I'm starting to see a pattern here. These projects are not just about creating cool technology. They're about making that technology accessible to everyone.
I'm
Loving that theme.
What other AI crypto gems do you have for me?
Now we're getting into the world of AI-powered smart contracts with Cortex, or CTXC.
Cortex. Okay, I'm intrigued. How is Cortex changing the game for smart contracts?
Well, remember, smart contracts are essentially self-executing agreements written in code. They're very predictable, but also somewhat limited. Cortex is changing that by allowing developers to integrate machine learning models directly into smart contracts.
So we're going from pre-programmed actions to smart contracts that can actually think and learn. That seems like a big leap.
Yeah.
It is a significant leap. Imagine a decentralized lending platform where the loan terms are adjusted in real time based on AI analysis of market conditions and the borrower's risk profile. That's the kind of power we're talking about with Cortex.
I'm definitely starting to see how AI could change the way we interact with the decentralized world. This is getting really interesting. What's the next coin we should explore?
Let's move into the high-stakes world of finance with Numerai, ticker symbol NMR. This one has a very specific focus, using AI to improve hedge fund trading strategies.
Numerai and hedge funds. That sounds a little intimidating. How does AI fit into that world?
Well, hedge funds are all about using sophisticated strategies to try and beat the market and generate big returns. Numerai is taking that concept and adding AI to the mix. They've built a platform that crowdsources data science talent from around the world, inviting developers to create and submit their own AI models for predicting market movement.
So it's like a global competition to see who can build the best AI for trading.
Exactly. And the best performing models are rewarded with NMR tokens. This incentivizes talented data scientists to contribute their skills to the platform, which means Numerai is constantly being fed with cutting-edge AI strategies.
So Numerai is leveraging the power of the crowd and AI to potentially disrupt the world of high finance. That's a
Yeah.
bold move. What's the last coin on our list for today?
Last but not least, we have Velas or VLX. This project is focused on using AI to optimize the very foundation of blockchain technology.
Okay, Velas, I'm not going to lie, that one sounds a little mysterious. How does AI help make a blockchain better?
Think about the complaints you hear about some blockchains like they're slow or have high fees. Velas aims to solve those problems by integrating AI algorithms into the core of its blockchain. These algorithms constantly analyze and adjust how the blockchain operates to make it faster, more efficient, and more secure.
So it's like having a built-in AI mechanic that's constantly fine-tuning the engine to ensure everything's running smoothly.
That's a great way to put it. And this makes Velas particularly well suited for decentralized finance applications where speed and efficiency are essential.
DeFi is definitely a hot topic right now. It seems like Velas is positioning itself to be a major player in that space.
They are, and with the rapid growth of DeFi, having a blockchain that can handle the demand is going to be crucial.
You've given me a lot to think about. These projects are all incredibly ambitious, and it seems like they're all trying to build towards a future where AI and blockchain are deeply intertwined. It's exciting, but honestly a bit overwhelming too. It's hard to know where to even begin if you wanted to get involved.
That's a natural reaction. These are complex technologies, and the world of AI crypto is still in its early stages.
That's a good reminder that investing in any cryptocurrency, especially in a cutting-edge field like this, comes with risks. It's crucial to do your research and understand the technology before jumping in. Speaking of investing, maybe we should shift gears and talk about how someone might approach getting started in this space. What are some things to consider?
You're absolutely right about that. Research is key before you put any money into these projects. I mean, it's easy to get caught up in the hype, but you got to look under the hood.
Yeah, totally. So where do you even start? There's so much info out there. How do you cut through the noise and figure out which projects are actually legit?
Well, one of the first things I always look at is the team behind the project. Who are these people? What's their experience in AI and blockchain? Have they worked on successful projects before?
Right, it's like checking someone's resume before you hire them.
Exactly. You want to make sure they have the skills and the track record to back up their claims. And speaking of claims, be wary of projects that promise the moon. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Yeah, that's good advice in any investment.
Yeah.
Don't get blinded by the hype. So once you've done your research and you found a few projects that seem promising, what's the next step? How do you actually buy these AI crypto coins?
Well, first things first, you need to find a reputable cryptocurrency exchange. There are a lot of them out there. So do your homework. Look for exchanges that have a good reputation for security and customer service.
Right, because security is a big deal with crypto. You don't want to lose your investment to hackers or scams.
Exactly. And once you've chosen an exchange and you've funded your account, it's time to start thinking about your investment strategy.
So how do you approach that? Is it just like picking stocks?
Well, there are some similarities, but the crypto market is a lot more volatile than the stock market. So it's important to be extra cautious and to only invest what you can afford to lose.
Yeah, that's the golden rule of any investing, right? Don't bet the farm.
Exactly. Now, one strategy that can help mitigate risk is dollar cost averaging. Have you heard of that?
I think so. Isn't that where you invest a little bit at a time instead of putting all your money in at once?
That's right. So instead of trying to time the market and buy low, sell high, you're basically spreading out your investment over time. This can help smooth out the volatility and reduce the impact of those crazy price swings we see in crypto.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like a more disciplined approach to investing, not getting swept up in the FOMO.
Exactly. And another key principle is diversification. Just like with any investment portfolio, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. Spread your investments across multiple promising AI crypto coins.
So find a few projects you believe in and diversify your risk.
Got it. But once you've bought those coins, where do you actually keep them? I know security is a big concern in the crypto world.
You're right, security is paramount. And the best way to protect your investment is to use a hardware wallet.
Okay, for those who might be new to this,
Yeah.
what exactly is a hardware wallet and why is it so important? A hardware wallet is basically a physical device that stores your cryptocurrency offline. It's like a high-tech vault for your digital assets. Your private keys, which are essential for accessing your funds, are never exposed to the internet, making them much more secure than storing them on an exchange or online wallet.
So it's like having a physical key to a safe deposit box. If you lose that key, you're out of luck. But it's also the most secure way to store your valuables.
That's a great analogy. Hardware wallets are essential for anyone serious about investing in cryptocurrency, especially in the long term.
Okay, so we've talked about doing your research, choosing an exchange, investing responsibly, diversifying and securing your investment. Anything else people should keep in mind?
Yeah, one more thing. The crypto world is constantly changing. New projects are emerging, regulations are evolving, and the technology is constantly advancing.
It's a fast-paced world.
Yeah.
How can people stay informed and avoid getting overwhelmed?
One of the best ways to stay updated is to actively engage with the communities surrounding these AI crypto projects. Follow them on social media, join their Discord servers, participate in online forums.
Ah, yes. The source actually emphasizes that. Following these projects on Twitter, Discord, and GitHub can give you real-time insights into their progress. You can see what the developers are working on and get a sense of the community sentiment.
Exactly. By being an active participant in these communities, you can ask questions, learn from others, and stay ahead of the curve. Remember, knowledge is power in the world of crypto.
It's fascinating how social media and online communities have become such integral parts of the crypto ecosystem.
Yeah.
It's like a global, decentralized network of people who are passionate about this technology.
It really is. And it's a reminder that technology is never just about code and algorithms. It's about people, communities, and shared visions of the future.
Well said. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here, from understanding AI crypto projects to navigating the practicalities of investing in this space. But I think it's important to step back and look at the bigger picture. What are some of the broader implications of these AI crypto projects? How could they impact our lives beyond just investments?
That's a great question. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of the technology and the potential for profits, but these projects have the potential to impact many aspects of our lives.
For example, we've talked about how AI could optimize things like trading and supply chains. But how could these projects impact everyday people?
Well, one area where we're already seeing an impact is in decentralized finance, or DeFi AI, is being used to create more sophisticated and personalized financial tools, giving people greater control over their assets and access to financial services that were previously unavailable to them.
So we could see a future where AI is not just helping Wall Street traders, it's helping everyday people manage their money and participate in the global economy.
Exactly, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. AI crypto projects are exploring solutions in areas like healthcare education and even climate change mitigation.
Wow, that's amazing. It seems like these projects are touching on so many different aspects of our lives. But you mentioned climate change. How could AI crypto help with that?
Some projects are using AI and blockchain to create more transparent and efficient carbon credit markets, incentivizing sustainable practices and helping to combat climate change.
That's incredible. It's inspiring to see how these technologies are being used to address some of the world's most pressing problems.
It is, and it's important to remember that we're still in the early stages of this technological revolution. The potential applications of AI and blockchain are vast, and we're only just beginning to scratch the surface.
It's both exciting and a little daunting to think about all the possibilities. But with all this talk about the future, I'm curious, what are some of the challenges or potential downsides we need to consider as these AI crypto projects evolve?
One of the biggest challenges, as with any powerful technology, is ensuring that it's used responsibly and ethically. We need to be mindful of potential issues like algorithmic bias and the concentration of power.
Right. We don't want to create a future where AI is making decisions that discriminate against certain groups of people, or where a small group of powerful entities controls these technologies.
Exactly. We need to have open and honest conversations about these challenges and work together to create frameworks and guidelines that ensure AI crypto is developed and deployed in a way that benefits all of humanity.
It sounds like finding that balance between innovation and responsibility is going to be crucial. We need to embrace the potential of these technologies while also being mindful of the potential risks.
Absolutely. And that's why it's so important for everyone to be informed and engaged in these discussions. The future of AI crypto is not something that's going to be decided by a small group of experts behind closed doors. It's something that will be shaped by all of us.
Well said. It's inspiring to think that we all have a role to play in shaping this technological revolution. But I have to admit, I'm still a bit overwhelmed by all this information. It's hard to wrap my head around everything we've discussed. Maybe it's time to take a break and give our listener a chance to process everything.
That sounds like a good plan. We've covered a lot of ground, and it's important to let these ideas sink in.
We'll be back in a few to wrap up our deep dive and offer some final thoughts on the future of AI crypto. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the deep dive. I feel like we've been on this incredible journey, exploring this world of AI crypto.
Yeah.
And it's exciting. It's a little overwhelming. It's definitely thought-provoking.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in.
But as we wrap up here, I kind of want to bring it back to you, the listener. What are your biggest takeaways from all of this? What stood out to you?
Yeah, what really resonated, I'm curious.
I have to say, for me, what really struck me is just the sheer ambition and the scope of these AI crypto projects. It's not just about, making a quick buck. It's about reimagining entire industries and tackling some of the world's biggest challenges.
Yeah, it really is this convergence of cutting-edge tech and this bold vision for the future. And as we've been talking about, the potential impact goes way beyond just the world of finance. We're talking about potential solutions for things like how we manage supply chains, how we produce energy more sustainably. The possibilities seem almost endless.
It's mind-boggling to think about how these projects could shape the world, in just a few years. Like by 2025 and beyond. What will this landscape look like?
It's hard to predict the future, of course. But one thing that I think is pretty clear is that AI and blockchain technology are here to stay, and they're going to keep disrupting and reshaping the world around us in ways we can't even imagine yet.
Right. And what's so cool is that this isn't just something happening out there in the tech world. It's something that everyone can be a part of.
Totally. Whether you're a developer or just someone who's curious about the future, there are ways to get involved and contribute to this exciting technological revolution.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, what's the one key takeaway you hope our listener walks away with today?
I hope they come away with a sense of informed optimism. There are definitely challenges and potential risks associated with AI, crypto, but there's also this immense potential for positive change. And I think the key is to stay informed, engage in these conversations, and help shape the future we want to see.
Beautifully said. We've only just scratched the surface of this complex and rapidly evolving space. But I hope this deep dive has given you a taste of what's possible and inspired you to keep exploring.
Remember, the future isn't something that just happens to us. It's something we create together.
And that's a powerful thought to end on. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI crypto coins. Until next time, keep those minds curious and those imaginations ignited. Okay, so we're back, and I don't know about you, but I'm still processing all this AI crypto stuff. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot to wrap your head around.
But as we wrap up our deep dive here, I want to kind of bring it back to you, the listener. What are your takeaways from all this? What stood out to you the most?
Yeah, what sparked your curiosity? What are you walking away with?
For me, I think I'm just really struck by the sheer ambition of these projects. It's not just about, getting rich quick. It's about reimagining entire industries and tackling some of the world's biggest problems.
Yeah, it's like this fusion of cutting-edge technology and this bold vision for the future. And as we've been talking about, the potential impact goes way beyond just the world of finance. We're talking about potential solutions for everything from supply chain management to, sustainable energy production. The possibilities seem almost endless.
It's pretty mind-boggling to think about, how these projects could shape the world in just a few years. By 2025 and beyond, what will this landscape even look like?
Yeah, it's hard to predict the future, but one thing I think is pretty clear is that AI and blockchain technology are here to stay.
Yeah.
And they're going to continue to disrupt and reshape the world around us in ways we can't even imagine yet.
Right. And the cool thing is this isn't just something happening out there in the tech world.
Yeah.
It's something that everyone can be a part of in some way.
Absolutely. Whether you're an investor, a developer, or just someone who's curious about the future, there are ways to get involved and contribute to this whole technological revolution that's happening.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, what's the one key takeaway you hope our listeners walk away with today?
That's a good question. I guess I hope they come away with a sense of informed optimism. There are definitely challenges and potential risks associated with AI crypto, but there's also this immense potential for positive change. And I think the key is to stay informed, engage in these conversations, and help shape the future we want to see.
Well said. We've only just scratched the surface of this whole complex and rapidly evolving space. But I hope this deep dive has given you a taste of what's possible and inspired you to keep exploring.
Yeah, and remember, the future isn't something that just happens to us. It's something we create together.
And that is a powerful thought to end on. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI crypto coins. Until next time, keep those minds curious and those imaginations ignited.